All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Been a couple days off here. Full transparency. Unfortunately, can't see that. Had 4 red days in a row. 3 red days in a row, not 4, 3. And then today, the show is negative 1925. That's the actual, but today was a green day. By like $10. I put that on Twitter. Let's see. I'll pull that up. Here. Let's see. Oh. Right here, this is how I ended the day. Took that screenshot on my phone, like $10. Now, while that may not seem like much, I was down massively, like $300 at open, because of my SPY swing. And I swung calls looking for a bounce off of the 21 EMA on the daily, which is right here. You can see did not get that. We gapped down, unfortunately. Not smart of me to play the swings overnight with big position. I talked about that yesterday on Twitter. So that's one of the changes I'm going to be making. If I swing anything overnight, it's probably going to only be about 1 contract at a time. And that is what you can see here in my current positions. Actually, if we go here, and I've got this Peloton call and this Neo call. So the Peloton, that's the option chart. Let me look at this. I'll show you why I'm looking at Peloton. And I drew this out. If we open it up here. So we got this tightening range here, this channel, this base down in here, and we're coming up to the 200 EMA. And if you look at a lot of these stocks that have come up and crossed the 200 EMA and formed a channel, not CI so much. Here we go, it's a good example. SoFi, Roblox is not quite there. SQ did it. PayPal did it. It's tough to see because I got all these bar charts in there. That's SMCI. That was just a sector name. Or the Shopify did it. CRM. Yep, right here. Crossing did it, right? So they're getting above this 200 EMA right here, the light blue for me. So I did a swing there, and then I'm swinging really small size. I have 5 contracts on here. They were like 20 or like, shoot, I don't even know what I got them for. Let's see. I can't remember. They're really cheap though. And the other one that I'm swinging is, music might be a little loud. Let me turn that down. Okay, it's probably a little better. The other one that I'm swinging is Neo. And right, we've just crossed up over this. EVs are starting to run. This is a sympathy play off of XPEV, XPEV, which is a China EV name. Boom, and we're bull flagging here. Actually, an entry here might be really good. I'm actually gonna probably put that on watch. It is on my watch list now. It's back at the top. Should be. Yep, cool. And then Neo, you can see this is starting to flag as well. Perfect bull flag, and I think we retest tomorrow, break the high a day, and we have a range all the way up into, that's not quite where I want it. Let's see. So we have this level in here for sure. We're above that, and the next level, put right in here probably, which is 1610. So above 16, we're about there. And then we come up to 1689. Yeah, this is, yeah, right up in here. 1610, 1662, 1689. And then from there, we've got a ways up to go, all the way up here to like the 1855, 1850-ish, 1830-ish. In there. So it's got a ways to go, a couple bucks. They're $16 calls. You know, I'm pretty close, 16 cents out of the, or 60 cents out of the money. My big trade today though, that brought me back from the massive deficit on my SPY swing was AMD. And we're at the 5-minute and look at that. I didn't know if I was going to trade today, and then I saw AMD at open, this massive first candle. And then right here, we had a little bit of error volume. We couldn't get any follow through. And I entered off of the test of the 200 EMA. And I went for $15 calls. We went all the way up to $14.96. I sold right up around here at this test of, what is this, $14.71. And sold two for like 134%. And then the last one I sold for like 100%. I tried to let it run higher and it came down. So this is a good trade. I got tempted to sell a couple times in here, but we never broke below the VWAP. So I held this one here. And then after that, we never broke below the 21 EMA on the 5 minute. So it was good. Scaled out the 2 here at the top, and then kept the 1, tried a little bit more. And then at this cross over here, I think is where I sold, bearish cross of the EMAs. Played the levels really well. Happy about that trade, really good. So that brought me back to green and just about, and then I scalped SPY a couple times towards the end of the day, scalped some puts in here, just in this tight range here. I have these two levels, the 200 EMA, and then I have this 5023 level. And so I was just getting trying to enter as it would come up and test, and short down, up and short down, and then it was green to end the day. So it was great, really good. Looking tomorrow, right? Obviously we had Amazon earnings. They went to the moon, and they're probably going to keep going. A bunch of people are going to be up big dumb tomorrow. It's going to be pretty cool to see the numbers tomorrow, how many thousands of percents people are up. And this is crazy, right? All these tight ranges in here. It just looks like a barcode because Amazon has just been trading in this, really tight range, as you can see. And I tried it on the 5 minute, right? So it's just this tight range in here, wiki days, and it couldn't make up its mind. And tomorrow it's going to open up way up here. It's going to be cool. So the question is, what does that do to the market? Because on the other hand, Apple also reported earnings. And Apple, if we get rid of this, let me draw a trend line. It's not going to let me do it. Well, you can see anyways, Apple's in this perfect channel, right? Perfect channel where it's just testing. The 21 EMA is helping it, but aside from that, from here to here and here to here, you can see it's just this perfect channel that Apple's been in. Oh, it is going to let me do it maybe. Nope, it's not. Whatever. But what I'm getting at is this is the first time that we have had a close below the 21 EMA. And then we have earnings today. Very bearish reaction, right? We closed at 191 and we're down at 185, 187 at the end of the day. So the key is going to be, do we do as Apple has in the past? And on earnings, where we have a bearish reaction, let's see if we find one here. We've had bullish reactions on everything. But I think the way that it's worked on a lot of these is it has sold off during the day and then gapped up the next day, either at open or when the market opens. So the question is, do we do that tomorrow or not? If we don't, right, Apple has larger holdings in a lot of the major ETFs, SPYs, Q, right, which also have closed below the 21 EMA on the daily for the first time in a long time. Long time that this has happened. And obviously, we're safe all the way down here till about 44.25. That's a really key level support. However, it's going to be a really telltale sign tomorrow. Is this the reversal? And this was our, 3 to 5% pullback that everybody's been looking for, 3 to 8%. And we keep going from here. Very possible. That's what most people are saying. Most analysts that I read and I'm looking at. So looking to maybe go long tomorrow, but I'll need good confirmation. We did push up in after hours, which we haven't done in multiple trading sessions. The things I'm going to be looking at tomorrow, though, as well, daily charts upwork, crazy, and Fiverr, crazy gap, big jumps up. I don't know that tomorrow is going to be a good entry day unless there's follow through, right? Which there very well could be. Upwork and Fiverr, more on Fiverr than Upwork. Upwork launched. There's no gaps to fill or anything, but if Upwork gets above this 1544 level. We've got some room to work with all the way up to 1648, and then from there all the way to 1854, 1850-ish. But this is really strong in here. You can see the the volume profile is giving us an indicator here. This 16 level about. So we'll be looking at that. Watching those in the daily. Obviously still watching Peloton, which I'm swinging on the daily, right? Looking for that to go Neo, the bull flag. I don't like CI after the way that they reacted today. Right? We were looking for follow through on this bull flag breakout. However, they did wick below and then come back and close at the 21 EMA, which is interesting. Crisp, SoFi. CRISPR is just going, dude. And the next level down could be all the way down here at 47.86. In fact, let's throw that in there. Yeah, that's gnarly if it goes. Should be, yeah, maybe watch that for shorts tomorrow. The problem is it doesn't trade with a lot of volume. 1.15 today. Just kind of a chop fest, slow grind down from 52.83 to 51. It's not a very big range. Obviously watching SPY, and then a lot of these names that dipped on the daily charts. All right, Shopify, bad earnings report. We're coming down into supports here. Got about the 56.30 level, which is already in there. Anyways, CRM, same story. Upstart had a big day. We're flagging here. I'd like Upstart back up to 72, all the way to 75 probably. Yeah, there's the 75, 76 level, which is in there. And then AI, which is every time that it's come down and closed just below the 21, afterwards we've seen a pop. It's tightening range. And here for AI, we're not quite there yet though. Room back up to 48. That's kind of what we're looking at. Be paying attention to the dollar tomorrow. Japan announced they're going to buy back a bunch of bonds again. So really what's going to drive things is going to be these earnings from Amazon and Apple tomorrow, and see the battle where it goes from there. Tesla, this tightening ridge could be this descending wedge here on Tesla that breaks out. If we can get above, what is this, like 265, then we can go right back up, I think, to 290s. Especially if we break above 278, then we have a gap fill, a little tiny gap fill. But right in here, 265, we got to break that up to 278, then 290s. Tesla wants to go, man. Just a matter of time. Anyways, that's what I got. Happy to be green today after a few red days. Bring it back after opening really red. We're back at it tomorrow. Remember, if your goals don't scare you a little bit, probably not big enough.